we have, we did that started in the midweek service, now we have to get into the Sunday morning hour. Let us believe we're getting a false religion understanding. Of course, earlier we saw so much getting that in anybody. So, you know, we have today in Genesis salvation, number 4. And remember that is getting saved. False religion, which they tried to cover themselves. Getting a false religion. Of course, earlier we saw animal covered the Adam and Eve when we saw getting covered in blood of salvation. Jesus Christ. That and the whole land, how to get saved. And we said, of the world. Here now we have is false religion. And partially we get a hold of what God is trying to do to cover that blood of the Lamb. In Jesus Christ, and hold the Lamb. It shouldn't be a religion, it should be a relationship. Here's now, many people have a relationship, they're religious, and they're good at it. And partially we get a hold of what God is trying to do to cover that. What is that having right relationship with the Lord? Really, it should be a relationship. And the section is James don't have a relationship, they're good at religion. The Bible said the real good under Cain, and to you and I need to become good at having a relationship. And it's kind of the Lord's prayer. Somebody say amen. And the Lord said that Cain's life are done for, and his wife that counts by falling. Bible said thou do it so Cain, and to his not be accepted, he had not respect. Guess what God was very wrong. And it's counted. And if thou doest not well, and Lord said, my heart thou fault. And I think it shall be his desire. If thou doest well, and thou shalt not be accepted. And Bible said in verse 8, guess what God just said? It's my brother. And if thou doest not, when they were in the field, sin lied, they came rose up against Abel, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule, and thou shalt rule both cases. And Bible says in verse 8, and Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, verse number 9, they came, Lord said up against Abel, the word of Abel, and brother, and he said, I know that in this case am I, my brothers. On the first case, why? Because Father, would you bless jealousy again? Help us teach us and like your I pray right now. Verse number 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, where's Abel thy brother? And he says, I know not. I don't want to just go through my brothers. I want to take your Father, would you bless us there again? Help us teach us in the right way. Would you please, I pray right now, just bless us, leave your people and say, I don't motivate us today. I want the relationship that you desire. I don't want to just go through this emotions. Pray. I want to take for ourselves and say, message move me in the right way. Understand? Would you please, God, just have this bless us and help us and then never let us motivate us like just because the people from saying that you desire use this message today. Just like you, man, I pray. Not only for ourselves, or you do something for us so you can understand where we got the subject from, and go to the book of Jude. And right before the book of Revelation, it's saying not the Revelation, but the revelation of Jesus Christ. And if you go to Jude, right before that book, and there's only one, or you do something for us so you can understand where we got the subject from, and go to the book of Jude, right before the book of Revelation, verse number 11, Revelation, which is Revelation, Jude chapter 1. And if you go to Jude, right before that book, you go down, if you would please, and look at that. You go to the first word. Everybody with me say amen. God said, Lord, verse number 11. And he talked to the Jews. He's going to do some explaining of some stuff. He said, well, they have gone. Why don't you go down now in the way they say, look at that. Our subject for today is the way of. Everybody with me? Not only that, God said, and it went greatly after the era of, and he's talking to the people. And then he's going to explain some stuff. He said, they have gone. So God said, we got those in the way of Cain, are subject to the era and gone greedily after. Not only that, God said, and it ran greedily after the era of Balaam. So now we've got another group, Corey, the one that opposed Moses. And so God said, we got those in the way of Cain. Of course, he was in the era of the land, greedily after Balaam. How can you somebody else? God can use. We don't have to listen to you. So now we've got another group. Listen to me now. That when it comes to the way of Cain, here's what God is saying. And have that is lead him. Of course, he was bringing another your worship is all full of faith. How can you somebody else? That's what God is listen to you. And you guys feel like you've got what's going on. When it comes to the way of God, God has said, you be careful about having the highest religion. But then he's not talking about worship that is running all full of the air. These are the ones that's what God is God has said, and you can't. You feel like you've got it going on. You're the best God. I'm so glad that he did. I got to say, that's still get money after that. And try to get, by the way, these are the ones who God their priority. He said, and serve two masters, but you hate the one. In fact, I'm so glad that he did like that. I got to say what the Lord God is saying. But he was doing everything he can to try to get money. After a while, try to get money. If both you can't serve God for you to choose from. He said, those you can serve two masters, but you hate the one and love the other. Hold the other. Lot chose God, and God is trying to teach us. John said, you got to choose. There's a decision always choose from. So when you believe on your priority, you choose. And then the can't choose the wrong thing. We're not going to let Moses lead us. We're trying to lead ourselves. We don't need instructions. We don't need this teach. We don't need what he has to say from God. Who's going to be your priority in life? And then the last one is what they were saying here to me. We're not going to let Moses lead us. We can lead ourselves. We don't need his instruction. He said, his teaching. We don't need what he has to say from the work of the ministry, but edifying the body of Christ. We all come into the unity of the face of Christ. All the people that say, I'm not following. And by the way, he said, if the pastor would have teachers, but the fact they were the same for the work of the ministry, somebody edifying the body of Christ, and we all come into the unity of the face of Christ. I'll leave that part. I'm not following. And I'm just trying to tell you, God is saying, too many have a way of Cain. There were so many people who want to do their something new. And we get done now. Cain, God has shown you, they went down in the ground. On what? Okay, I'll leave that part. I'm not raising that today. But I'm just trying to tell you, God is saying, too many go the way of Cain. Too many people want to do their own thing. And somebody is now, Cain, God has showed you and instructed you on what he wants us to do. Here's what we do. Now look at this. So let's get into this. You like Genesis chapter 4. You still with me? Wait a minute. Think about Genesis chapter 1. When you know that somebody has better to offer and they give you more. You and I need to understand something here. That's the thing that God is saying. That's not God. Look at this here. That's some introductions. And then we're going to get into this for you and I. Genesis chapter 3. I thought that was an introduction. I will tell you why we had the subject chapter. Here's the introduction. You and I need to understand something here. That there's God say he had not respect. That's what this is the introduction. He had not respect. So what you and I, God said the way of Cain is a false way. No, I will tell you why. It's a false way. What do you mean? Here's the introduction to it. This is but giving God his false religion and giving God a false gift. He had not respect. It's a false now. God said the way of Cain is a religion. Again, I want relationship. And when they do give a false gift, is not what I'm asking. Giving God a false religion. God and giving God a false time, our treasure, our talent, our testimony. You know, we give to God what we want. Again, I want relationship. And when they do give us something, God says it's a false way. It's not the way that God is saying. Give me half of your testimony, or that means half of your life. I want all of your life. I want you to give me half of your time. I want all of your time. God says it's a false way. I got to work out. Come on, somebody. God said we want to give God stuff. That means half of your life. I want all of your life. I want you to give me half of your time. I want all of your time. I said, God, I'm giving you just a little bit of time. I want the first part of it. Come on, somebody. God said we want to give God stuff, and the gifts that we give Him, God said, I have no respect all the time I really need. Now think about that. Here we are in church. God is giving you right time. I have no idea how many of us God is saying. How many of us I don't like that because I know God is love. God is love the time you can. But God's also just all the time I really and holy and righteous. And then God respect and command some things. I have no say. I mean, you go there. God says right there because I know God is love. Guess what? God is love, and not what I want. But God's also just and holy and righteous. And respect and command some things from us. He gave David what he asked, and he gave David he thought he would be, and he said this is what you can want it all to you. Remember, because he saw him. Remember, he was hiding in the cave, and he saw that one day he gave up, and he said, wait, that's my king right there. So many of us today, we say our king, but guess what? We stay so far away from him. Remember, he had in the cave, and he said, no, I'm going to my king. And he said, that's my king right there. Bow down. So many of us today, we say he's our king, but guess what? We stay so far away from him. difference today in many of our lives. But again, the way we approach it, I'm going to leave that one. Here's the second thing I want you to get. Not only the false way of Cain, but the fleshly way. And please understand something. He created a fleshly way. If you look at verse 5 again, it says, Cain was very false in his countenance. Some of you better learn to smile. You know what I mean? Man. I mean, you need to learn. God talks about this stuff all the time. That's right. His countenance. And you learn just like he created. There was some mad with God. I'm mad with God. I'm mad with the whole world. Some of you better learn to smile. Thank God he didn't be in the world just a few minutes. I mean, you need to learn. God talks about this stuff all the time. His countenance. It's like most of us are just fleshly. We're not spiritual. It's physical the way we mad with the whole world. Spiritually the way we approach the environment. Not just God, but you're going to find out the way he approached his brother. But here's what God is saying. It's actually, he was like, my man was fleshly. I'm not spiritual. It's physical the way we approach God, not spiritually the way we approach God. And by the way, not just God, but you're going to find out the way he approached his brother. What we do today is, it was fleshly. He was like, I'm mad with you, and I'm going to get you. The Bible gets preached. Where he should have been right now. You know what? Brother, thank you for showing God hits our street. We're like, God. That's what he should have been saying. But what we did today is we get so frustrated. Lord says, I got to come now. Why? Because I don't listen to me now. I don't want you going. When God hits our street, we're like, God, we're going the wrong. We're not listening to this lesson here today. That's because God is trying to take me and knock us out or knock us down. God is saying, I don't want you listening now. This way. You say, preach what? Because if you read the Bible, and then turn out to this lesson here today, and God put them over God, take not to say, and here's the God you should follow, but he says, here's the God that says, I don't want you. You don't want this way. You say, all right, twice. Because if you read the Bible, and then turn out to the false way, and God put them over God, not to say that here's the God you should follow, but he said, here's the God, here's another God, here's another God. You don't want a false way. So you got to choice. I'll say it again. So we got a false. And the Lord said when it comes to his mind, we got a fleshly way. When it comes to cowboys, that's the way he responded. You know, some of us, the way he did. And then look at the foolish knows the heart. Verse number 7. If thou listen to this instruction, if thou doest, and the Lord said unto Cain, now thou accepted, and if thou doest, one that counts as sin, you know, some of us, we can put on that word, Cain, guess what? You did verse number 7. Can be accepted. If thou you too can be approved, not be accepted, and if that's all up to you. And so what he does was, and in other words, Cain, guess what? When we get to verse number 8, watch this now. And Cain talked accepted, brother. You too can be approved. It's all up to you. And so what he does was, and is of course when we get to verse number 8, watch this. And Cain talked. I'm still with this Cain about when they were in the field. You know what preaching is? Preaching is God wooing you. He pulling at you. Trying to hear what God was doing. And I'm still with this thing about the foolish man. That's right. Here's what God, are you still with me now? Yeah. If you know what preaching is, come on, y'all. Preaching is God wooing. Come on, Christian. Pulling at you. I'm wooing you. Trying to get you. Let me tell you something that and I must miss. Because we like to woo God, but God loves me. That's right. But wait a minute. God warning us. He's wooing us. He said, come on, y'all. Come on. So the foolish thing that God is trying to get you to see, I'm warning you, but guess what? You're going to wreck yourself if you don't come my way. Wait a minute. God warns. That's just so important. Because again, a lot of us, so the foolish thing that God is trying to get you to see, I'm warning you, but guess what? You're going to wreck yourself if you don't come. I don't want to wreck you. He that been often reproved and hard his necks and suddenly destroyed, and that without me. That's why I'm ruling. I know this one. But you want that? I don't want it. He said, and that's why. God said, by the way, that's going to be my fault. He that been often make sure we get this in right. If thou verse thou do as well, shall thou not be accepted. That's probably in other words, can't do well. Wait a minute, and if thou doest not well, sin, lying at the door. It's not going to be my fault. We'll get to that. Wait a minute, let me just make sure we get this right. If thou verse 7, if thou doest well, you're going to take it out this way, where God is saying, hey, can't do well. And if thou doest not well, sin, lying. You got this issue. And so we got the false way, the flesh moving here, foolish way, trying to define it here. It's up to you. You're going to take and come this way, or God is kill life, or you go this way, or sin will. It's just that simple. God is saying, you got to see you in it. And so we got the false way, the flesh, the foolish way, for death to be upon your faith. I don't think you wanted that. But guess what? Sin, lying, kill, and brother. It's just that simple. It wasn't the same. Is that what you really wanted? Did you want after that discussion for death to be upon your? I don't think you wanted that. But guess what? Sin, lying at the door. And by the way, it wasn't just about not what he brought on, but what he did. I said, I don't want that. And so here's the message for you today. Here's the thing you and I have got to deal with. Because I'm just being honest with you. I look at this thing and I understand that Adam and Eve messed up and God came along and killed us animal and gave it to them. And so God, here's the message for you today. Here's the thing you and I have got to deal with. I understand all that. But I look at this thing and I understand that Adam and Eve messed up and God came along and killed the animal and gave it to them. God even told them about they had the serpent bruised his heel, him crushing it. I understand. We don't always get what God is doing, but we got to always do what God is asking us to do. And so here's the message. Are you still with me? Amen. First of all, rule number one is the way of Cain is feeling over faith. We don't always get what God is doing, but we got to always do what God is asking us to do. I think I know. And so here's the message. I still with me. Amen. First of all, number one, God is saying the way of Cain is the offering that I told you to bring. And Cain is the I think I know what I need to get my time. Why do I need to get my time? Why do I need to get my testimony? And why do I need to go? Bring the offering that I told you to bring. God said so. I don't like God. I have to tell you control over my life. Do you understand? You wouldn't be on your way to heaven. Why do I need to get my testimony? Why do you go? God said so. I don't like God. That God just control over my life. Do you understand? You wouldn't be on your way to heaven. I hope you get on that. He didn't God must believe that He's here. And when it says He's not just about that, just go in, it's so He can have the authority. He is the one that's supposed to be able to control my life. He is. And He rewarded them that didn't believe. I hope you get on that. He said, come to God and believe that He is. And when it says He is, it's not that He is. He is the final authority. He is the one that's supposed to be able to try my life. He is. Amen. He is the final authority that no one is going to do and what the going to choose. Why? Because He is. We're not walking by faith. He is the final authority for my way of practice. He is the final authority for the way I live my life. He is the final authority for what I'm going to do and what I'm going to choose. Why? Because He is. So like this, Romans 1, start by that verse. The way of Cain is feeling, so the just over shall live. Write this down. Again, I mean, just is not just any right? I mean, you're justified before God. Well, who trusted Christ in Romans 1, you're supposed to live by, so the just faith shall live. Can I ask you a question today? Are we really living that way? Or just is not just anybody, that's the ones who are justified. Are we here today trusting Christ? And by the way, you can write down, that's Romans 1:17. You can write down Galatians 3 verse 11. Galatians 3 verse 11. And then you can write down Hebrews chapter 10 verse 38. Why, preacher? Because all three of those, if God said, are we here today saying the just shall live? By the way, you can write down, that's Romans 1:17. You can write down Galatians 3 verse 11. Galatians 3 verse 11. And then you write down Hebrews chapter 10 verse 38. Why, preacher? Because all three of those, God said one time, 5 verse 3 times, the just shall live by faith. For we walk by, that's the way you and I are supposed to live. And then write this down. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. I hope you learn to read the Bible. You hear about that. For we walk by faith and not by. So here's God said, get the sermon today. But God, I want to stop living by your faith comes from and keep walking by faith. When I ask you to do something, again, this is just an offering, a sacrifice. And by the way, this is the Lord. So there, God said, get the sermon today. He's leading up to a stop living by Jesus Christ. So let me ask you a question here. How many will say, if I take Christ out of the when I ask you to do something? Again, this is just an offering, a sacrifice. And by the way, this is the important thing, right? But think about that. Some of you say he's leading up to it. That's what he's doing. He's taking extra blood here. How many will say? And by the way, that's exactly what a lot of religions have done. I don't like your religion over at that church. Why? It's a bloody religion. You understand something? It's only the blood that saves. That's what he's doing. He's taking blood. All sin. You've been saved by the precious blood of Jesus. I don't like your religion over at that church. It's a bloody religion. You understand something? It's only the blood that saves. It's the blood that covers. It's the blood that washes away all our sin. You've been saved by the precious blood of Jesus Christ. You can't get rid of the blood. A lot of people are trying. So here's what God said, the way of Cain. What good thing must I do with the way of Cain? Ain't nothing you can do. Listen to me now. Here's what God is saying when it comes to our lives. I need you to get this now. Not just trying. I'm trying. I need you to start trying. Hey, what good thing must I do? And by the way, we try. And I'm not trying to get that out of the whole thing. But I'm saying this here. But here's what God is saying. When things come to our lives, we go try to get this else. Not just another way. Another state. And God says, trust. And by the way, we try. And I'm not trying to take that out of what God is saying. But I'm just stop thinking about this. What things do. We go try something else. Come on, bring it. Another way. Trust. Another thing. God. And God says, trust in the light. God says, I know. With all that. See, here's what God says. Stop thinking about is what you do and always think about is what I do. We don't like to do that. What we like to do is trust God. You guys say, I got this storm in my life. Trust and I know God. I know how to bring peace. Write this verse down. Titus 3 verse 5. Titus 3 verse 5. Not about works of righteousness. Titus 3 verse 5. Like works of righteousness like we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us. You guys say washing of regeneration and a renewing of the Holy. Write this verse down. Titus 3 verse 5. Not about works of righteousness. Not about works of righteousness. Titus 3 verse 5. Right, according to righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us by the washing of regeneration and a renewing of the Holy. Meet somebody who's you ask me if you die. Not about works of righteousness which we have done. Yes. But according to his, because I'm trying to see. Get the word. You don't deserve what I'm going to do it for you. Amen. So when you meet somebody who asks you, you die today, I'm sure you go to heaven. And they say, when they say, yeah, be good. They say, why? They say, check that out. I'm trying. Come on now. Wait a minute. You have to try. Look at your life. Look at my life. That's good. Amen. You're trying. When they say you got to be good. All our righteousness, Isaiah 64 verse 6, that's 15. Come on now. Wait a minute. I'm not going to go to Way Of Cain. I'm going to start trying. And I'm going to start trusting you in every area of my life. Write this down. The Way Of Cain. You still with me now? Say amen. All the Way Of Cain is Isaiah 64 verse 6, that's 15. He's unreachable. That's what dear God. And I'm not going to go to the Way Of Cain. I'm going to stop trying. Look at verse 5 in every area of my life. But under Cain is down. The Way Of Cain. He had no understanding. And Cain is unreachable and unwilling. And he's unreachable after our law. And why is that count as fallen? If thou doest well. Look at verse 5. Till thou not be accepted. But under Cain, God was offering. He had not received. And Cain was very wrong. And he said, and unto thee shall he, Lord said, he desire our law. And thou shalt that count as wrong. If thou doest well. And Cain shall talk till thou not be accepted. And if thou dost not well. And saying like that's what they were. And he shall, he said, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt, some rule of him. Verse 8, and Cain talked with Abel. The Bible said that his brother, talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass when they were in the field, that Cain his brother against Abel, his brother. I just want to kind of throw something out here to help. Something really got me in all of this to help his brother. The Bible said that his brother was unreachable and unwilling. His brother. Let me just tell you something else. God. I just want to kind of throw something out here to help you, because he was unreachable. Abel couldn't help his brother. He's trying to show you. Some of us say, what can I do? What can I do? I'm trying everything. God says, understand, there's some people who are unreachable because he was unreachable.
Yeah.
Well, I just been praying for him. I know. I'm trying to show you. Some of us will say, what can I do? What can I do? I'm trying everything. God says, understand. So there's some people who are. It's on them.
That's right.
Just some of you are carrying a burden around like, I just want to. And by the way, I just in my heart desire and prayer to God for Israel is, it might be saved. He said, I want them to be saved. God made them record. They have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge, because they go about their stuff. There's some of you are carrying a burden, not submit themselves unto the righteousness of God. My heart desire and prayer. Christ is the end of all righteousness for everyone that believes. Amen. God is you first. Go to the preacher. For Christ is the end of the law of righteousness for everyone that believes. Amen. The Jew first, also to the Greek. And all of us is to go by the way of the cross. What can I do? But here's the thing that you and I need to make sure of. That we don't become hard-headed. Came to his own reef. And also have hard hearts. So I just want you to get that now, because sometimes we can get mad, and we can't tolerate much anymore. I'm tired of that. We don't have that word preaching at me. I'm tired of that preacher up there telling us what thus says the Lord. And sometimes we can get mad, and we can't tolerate much anymore. I'm tired of Way of Cain having that word preaching at me. I'm tired of that preacher up there telling us what thus says the Lord. And people are intolerant, indifferent, and insistent to grace. God says the Way of Cain don't turn out good. Mercy and grace, I'm trying to help you, woo you, warn you, instead of you wreck your life. And so people are intolerant, indifferent, and insensitive. Now, number 4, is reasoning way of revelation. Is the way God is saying. Reasoning over revelation. Life. Reasoning over the Way of Cain. Watch this now. Number 4. You still with me? In other words, here's how is reasoning over revelation. Instead of seeing the revelation of God. Reasoning. Here's the way I see it. Revelation. Instead of understanding, you and I reasoning everything but God does. Revelation. So here's our reason. Are you still with me now? Here's what happens when you and I reason instead of use revelation. Here's the way I see it. We start coming with our own understanding. You and I are everything else God does. Our own. So here's what I'm just kind of understanding now. Here's what happens when you and I reason instead of use revelation. Somehow, some way, we start coming with our own statement. It's called RULE. Some ladies have these little cloths. Well, let me just kind of help you understand that. We have this thing, and most homes, somehow, some way, do it. It's called I set my own standard of living. Some ladies have these little my rules, my way. And by the way, my ruler may not measure to your ruler. But can I tell you something here? If you go buy one at Walmart, they all the same. That's right. And if you got this good old King James Bible, they all my rules. Here's what God is saying. You and I need to understand. We don't set the rules. We don't make the rules. We don't determine the standard of measurement of conduct. And if you got this good old King James Bible, they all the same. Now, here's what God is saying. You and I need to understand. We don't set the rules. We don't make the rules. We don't determine the standard of measurement of conduct. And sometimes, but then here's another one. Sometimes they'll say, actually, you get this here thing called GPS. And then they'll say, we have an alternate, and it'll tell you, go this way. Here's what you're saying. I ain't going. And sometimes, and I know they shut up or you keep on your way. So they said, rerouting. And then they'll say, we have an alternate. Oh, you have it. Here's what you say. God said, that's okay with a GPS. Tell them to shut up. The one is God. So they said, that's the GPS. Come on now. God is saying, stop the rerouting. It's not your rule or your route. Come on, help me. You go my route. You go my. Hey, the children go a long way around to get to the promised land. And you go straight through now. It took 11 days. God is saying, stop the rerouting. but it wasn't the way through. They said, I think this is the best way. God said that way would cause you to run into war, and you'll turn back to the world. We sing it also we get this. My reasoning over revelation. My results. But here's what we do it. I'm resolved. Just do it. My way. I'm resolved. We sing it in our hymn. I'm resolved no longer to lay charge on the world. My resolve. Say whatever you want. Here's what we do it. But I'm telling you, I'm my way. I know. In Judges 17, verse 6, the Bible said this: when there was no king, every man did that which was right and yes. You can say whatever you want to in this book, but I'm telling you that I rationalize. I know. In Judges 17, verse 6, the Bible said this: when there was no king, every man did that which was right and yes. When you decide to do it God's way, you say, God, I reason with that. I rationalize. I don't know why you got to go through that. Just remember, disciples got in the boat with Cain. They end up in the storm. Yeah, when you decide to do it God, did you know that you serve God? Take a look at that. Why you taking me that run around? I don't know why you got to go find that stuff in the Bible. But remember, disciples got in the boat. They end up in the storm. But here's what God said. Here's what God said. First, you got to do did you know that they served? It'll take a little longer. Amen. You can run around like this creature. We find that sometimes. There's some mercy. It is. You can love it, wreck your life. And another trick, you can walk with God. And here's what God said, it's all up to you. And so remember that little phrase there, sin, light, and this is verse 7. Wait a minute. I thought this was mercy. We're moving right through now. We finished all of the blank. I know. Now it's time to really listen. You got your introduction. You've got your body of a message. Now let's get the sin, light at the door. Look at verse 7. What is it that God's trying to teach us today? Sin, light, all of the blank. I know. No, say that with this. Sin, you got your introduction. You got your body of message. Sin, light at the door. Now, please get hold of this. What is it that God's trying to teach us today? Sin, light, knew that, at the door. To find out. Sin, light at the door. One more time. Sin, light at the door. All you're doing is doing for sin. I am such a simple life. Sin, light at the door. If I could have, sometimes my son said, I'm going to do it every day. We know that some grandsons here. I have them do it. And I'd have knowing and doing are two different things. And then I'd have sin to be the light. And then I'd stand back behind the door. If I say, hey, my son, I'm not going to do it here today. Are you getting the picture? So you got sin, lying, and I'd have to be stuck. You can be stuck, you can take it. And then I'd have to do it. Another thing, you can leave the door. And God said, I stand out behind the door. You're on this side of the door. Here's your door. But are you getting the picture? And here's what I say. You got to understand. And you can open that door, but anytime way you want to do it. But then you got a door. And God said, I need running in here. You're on this side of the door. Here's your door. But there's sin right there. And here's what God is saying. You got to understand. You can open that door, but anytime the sin is running in. I called the wife and he's running in. It wasn't opening up. Sometimes a thing like that. Sometimes doing better or something like that. And when I would not have a key, I called the wife and we had a garage problem. It wasn't opening up. Get out the bathroom. Got to get the picture. Here's sin. Sin is lying at the door. And all you got to do is open it up. And sin said, hello, here I am. Not from the other side, he's coming in. So get out the bathroom. Still now. God's going to sin. Here's sin. The sin is lying at the door. Sin is all you got to do is open it up. And sin said, all of us better recognize. I don't care how long you've been so you know the sin is very close. And there's right there that the devil understands we walk in our life. But the sin is close. Sin is waiting, not just for an invitation, but God says all of us better recognize. How long you've been saved. Sin is very close. And there's what is that outside the devil understands we walk in our life. But sin is close. And sin is just waiting. Not just for an invitation, but God says sin is waiting for you again. One day sin light at the door. What is that outside my door? And she said, you see that illustration when we would drive home at night and right there, I think we should go. We drive home and that one always looks at that door. Always looks at that door. Then one day she looked at that door on the top. You see that? What? Right up there. I think it's a back end or a bird. I don't know what it is. The next day. But let me tell you something here. My wife is always paying attention to what's around and those birds sitting up on that. God said the reason why sin gets in so quickly is because of our inattention. There's a reason I don't get that bird. I don't know what that guy's going to say. But let me tell you something here. My wife is always paying attention to what's around and those birds. And God said the reason why sin gets in so quickly is because of our inattention. Not always in invitation, but sometimes it's like inattention, not paying attention. Sometimes it'll play no different. I don't care. So, boy, I sure hope you're getting this thing here. God says it's not always by invitation, but sometimes it's by inattention, not paying attention. And sometimes there's plain old indifference. I don't care. Yeah. God said this close about that. Yeah. All sin is us exercise now. Sin, are you still with me? Yeah. Sin is our exercising of our flesh. What is that? Our flesh. Wait a minute. Come on, I know you don't want to hear it. I'm just trying to help you. God is saying, sin is so close at the door, and God is saying, you better understand something here. Really, that's your flesh on the other side saying, let me in, let me in, let me take control. Come on, I know you don't want to hear it. I'm just trying to help us today. God is saying, sin is so close at the door, and God is saying, you better understand something here. Really, that's your flesh on the other side saying, let me in, let me in, let me take control. Yep. You let him get a smoke. Baby, watch this now. No, think he had to. You won't let him. But if he hang around with the wrong crowd, they'll help you. He don't have anything. You know the reason why? Because the flesh is saying, I wonder what that's like. Yep. You let him get a smoke. See it like that at the door. That's right. I'm not saying he will. I hope he'll do it. That's what we try to teach. But if he hang around with the wrong crowd, in the name of Jesus, no. Jesus. He's the one that saved me. He's the one that keeps me. He's the one that's taking me to heaven. Now look at what say. That boy didn't like that. You got to say, you got to do that. I hate it. You got to come like David and fall and swallow Jesus out. People run over come on. He's the one that saved me. He's the one that keeps me. He's the one that takes me to heaven. That boy's a nut. You got to like I said. You got to come like David and fall and swallow at the mouth. And then run over come somebody. The Bible says you resist the devil, he'll flee from you. Watch this now. I see you don't read this now. I read about I would have loved to see him right there start drifting down home and stuff like that. He's a mad dog. He's a mad. Everybody get out of his way. Come on now. Yeah. We get cut real Sasha saying we thought we finally better get this now. We don't approve of it, but sooner or later now sin can become part to it. I sure hope you're getting it. We allow it. We approve of it. We admit it. And then after a while, we thought it was it. We finally assist in it. We don't approve of it, but sooner or later we might even do it. Yeah. Wow, I sure hope you're getting it. We allow it. God says you and I need to do something. We come, and then after a while, comfortable with saying, first of all, take it in with assistant. I'm closing now. I'm doing this called slow this down, trying to make sure take a good inventory. And then once you get an inventory, do this here. God says you and I need to do something when it comes to being comfortable with saying, right, that might need to get rid of some things, get rid of some things, closing. We need to lay aside some weight and the sin. I'm trying to make sure you take away inventory. And then once you get an inventory, not only do we inventory, and then we isolate, but then get a hold of this to make sure, right, that might need to get rid of some things, get rid of some people. We need to lay aside because they're in the sin. Sometimes, you understand, you can't get rid of your body, and the cold is trying to get, not only do we inventory, and then we isolate, but then get a hold of somebody that it don't come back. We insulate. Hey, make it easy, because you listen to me. You can't get rid of your body, and the cold is trying to get, so what you do is you insulate yourself. Hey, man, help me somebody. Sin not only is close, sin become comfortable, but sin don't make it easy. Don't let it enter. Don't allow it to have a place to where it's exposed in your life. Hey, man, how about this here? Sin not only is close, sin is become comfortable, but sin is, hey, Cain, don't you understand something? All you got to do is bring the right offering. And Cain said, I don't want to. He chose to do it the way he wanted to. So here's the thing I want you to get. First of all, stop saying, I can't help myself. Hey, Cain, don't you understand something? there's an addiction, right? Understand that. But before you get started, say this here, I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't have to be around it. Amen. And then if you do have an addiction to this sin or something, I'll say what it is, smoking, drinking, pornography, whatever. I know it comes a time I can't help it, but before I get started on my side, I don't want it. I help. Amen. And then the Lord have an addiction to this sin or something. I can get over whatever addiction got a hold of me. I can't help myself. God is here. I can't help it. I should have you on my side. I see the hills from which cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord. Amen. I can get over whatever addiction got a hold of me. I can't help myself. Do this here. Michael, make sure you don't say, I didn't. That's what some people do. I didn't do it. Well, I didn't, but now they can say that now, Joe. But when they were small, here's what they say. Michael, I didn't know I did. I just and then before I knew it, I was I didn't say that now. But when they were small, here's what they say. Yeah, and you know, I know I'm like this, and I know I can't go like this, but then before I knew it, I was all right. All right. So, yeah, stop with this. I know I'm talking like this, and I know I can't go like this, but I thought I was going to hear it in the show say I was overwhelmed, overtaken, overwhelmed. All right. So here's what I said. Now stop with this. I didn't know. That's right. I had it. Come on, somebody. Don't say I was overwhelmed, overtaken, this power. Let me give you I've given you. This is what you need. It's curable. And by the way, sin is curable. God is saying it's really curable. That you must Amen. Pretty glad for that. Yes. It's curable. Somebody says. Yes. I got also I've given you a real. Here's a golf club. It's curable. And by the way. God is saying it's remedy. Again, I understand. I know some people, something they're allergic to, whatever. I understand somebody else don't take that. I got a couple. When it comes to God, here's a couple. I don't know how to take it. Yes, sir. Amen. I didn't know the solution. Again, I understand. I know some people, something they're allergic to, whatever. I understand some people don't take it. But when it comes to God, which way have you gone? You got to take it. Yes, sir. Amen. Didn't know the solution acceptable God was giving us. Yes, sir. Oh, you go. So now I ask you a question. We're done. We're right on time. God said this, he passed his way out. He told us to live. So I'm just doing the way of Cain. And by the way, when you go like Abel, who was not accepted, who was Cain in your life? Or when you go like you. Right. Yeah. Does anybody say look, God said this, he passed it down. But he told us to live. So I'm just doing I just want to do that. By the way, when you go like Abel, live like Abel. There's a Cain in your life. Way of Cain is what don't like you. Right. Yeah. Does anybody say look God? Not a religion, 312, but a relationship. Think about what's right. I'm not here to please you. I'm here to please. Brother JC, it's been highway of Cain. I know we're married people, but it's just a contract. Make it not a religion. You look like, but tear it up. A relationship. I told you. I know I want this to be real. It's just a contract. I don't want you just to be trying to pay less taxes because now we're about marriage. Relationship. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Some people get married for reasons like that. You're trying to pay less. We're not trying to just get now we're about marriage, joint families. That's right. Same way with God. Somebody say. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Some people get married for reasons like that. No, we're not trying to just get old.